welcome back. This is the tutorial on how to draw trees. This tree here I drew a little while back, and I drew it with mainly ink, and today we're going to be drawing something similar with pencil and charcoal. This picture here is on my Facebook fan page, and make sure you check the description in this video to look for that. Alright, so we're going to be drawing some happy little trees today. So the way I found a concept for how to draw trees which is very simple to understand. It basically just consists of drawing cylinders. So you know how this cylinder goes. You got the two parallel lines like this. You got the little bit of a circle for the bottom. Do the same for the top, and then you put a little bit of a top circle to show the three-dimensional cylinder. And then if you can draw this, and if you can also draw something like this, this is a cone, then with a little bit of practice, you should be able to draw trees. So how this works is you draw a main. This would be, if this was a little bigger, it'd be the trunk. If it was a little longer, and then you'd use cone shapes, but instead of it going into a cone like that, this would probably become more like this. It'd be something more along the lines of this with the top like that. And this would be branches coming off in this part. So let me show you how this will work. So I'm going to be using these two shapes, but I'm going to vary them a little bit throughout the drawing. So let's say that this right here is the ground, just like that. And this first part is just gonna come up. Now here's the ground and bottom piece. This one's gonna come up like this, and then make the first cylinder like that. So that's the very trunk of the tree. And immediately from this, I'm going to draw a half circle here, just like that, and then have it continue out straight. This is going to be the first branch breaking off from this tree. And then as your branches get further and further away from the trunk, you want to make them smaller and smaller. So instead of making these lines parallel, you want to have them move in a little bit, just like this. And make this part smaller. You want this area here to be smaller than this part here. So I'm going to erase these lines that I made, and this parallel line right here, and you have something like this. Good? Alright, good. And then from here, I'm going to continue this tree up something like this and end it right about here. Have a half circle here and have another branch come out over here. Continue this up. Now you see how these are getting, this trunk here is maybe about 1.5 inches wide, I'm guesstimating. This one's about 1 inch wide, this one's maybe about 3/4 inch wide. It gets smaller and smaller as it goes up the tree. So that's something you want to be very conscious of as you're drawing this. And then let's have a nice long branch that comes out from here. And again, you want to have them get smaller as they reach the tops. And then also from here, I'm going to draw like a part of like a moon there, like a moon shape, and have another. Now this is way too thick to have come off that part. And stem this off, just like that. See how that looks better? I'll erase this better for you. Something like that. Alright, so I'm going to come back. I'm going to go into time lapse and I'm going to continue this. So I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so I'm continuing the branches off from the tree. I'm still using this cylinder shape. The cylinder just helps reinforce the 3D aspect of the tree. That really seems to help me. I'm sure it'll help you. With the branches, I usually draw them so far and then end them, and then I'll draw another cylinder from that. But in between those two cylinders, I'll draw another branch stemming out from them. So you'll notice me doing that a couple times during this part. This whole process of the drawing took me about 8 to 10 minutes or so. I tried to quickly put it together. You can really spend a lot of time doing this and make the tree look absolutely spectacular. But I didn't do that just because it's a tutorial. I don't want to overwhelm you guys with, just a tutorial which has a lot involved with it. I want to keep it simple for you guys. But as you keep on practicing this, you can, with this process here with the cylinders, you can go absolutely crazy with it. You can just put branches all over the place and it will look really good when it's all. Alright everyone, this video is going to be split into two parts. This one is going to complete the sketch that I'm working on right now in time-lapse, and part 2 will start off with the shading process with the charcoal. And the shading process, I'll be covering that in depth and how to shade the tree. I'm also going to cover putting detail into the tree to show like things like bark and things like that. Also, I'm going to be putting in the little tree branches and twigs up on the very tops of the trees too. Alright everyone, so this is the end of part 1. Part 2 will be out very soon, but in the meantime, if you subscribe, you will be notified when part 2 comes out. Also, if you like my Facebook fan page, you'll also be notified when the new video comes out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.